Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the greatest episode of Dragon Ball Super you've ever heard from Ken Dogs
and Jonathan.
Yes. We're here, 1:30. We took forever to bring you this episode, this review, but we're here, people, and we're about to bring it to you. Now, what do you think of the end, Jonathan? What was your best part of the episode? Let's start with that. What was your best part of this episode? A lot of people had different opinions. I watched it 3 times. And I'll give my opinion later. But what did you think of the episode?
My best part was when Frieza and Goku started fighting side by side. And Frieza was like, throw me. And then Goku launched him from his arms.
Yes. So I definitely agree with that. I think the battle between Goku and Jiren and Frieza showed something that we've not seen before. And I kind of said that before. Like, I kind of thought that they were going to go with the whole, let me have another person that Goku could make a friend of me. Maybe just for this arc, but to get that friend of me going with Frieza, I thought was amazing. And for them to be in sync with their moves, like everything they did was in sync, even probably better than I've seen with Vegeta, because they've never had practice together to try to fight together. Although they've had matches against each other, I thought that was very impressive. What else did you like in this episode? Because the one good thing about this episode, it was beautiful, right? The everything about it was beautiful. The fact that when they're fighting, you get to see the animation that maybe will be used in the new Dragon Ball, whatever it's called afterwards. I thought that was great. What do you think?
I honestly didn't like this episode very much.
Wow.
Because
you one of those haters.
Yeah, because I really hate the fact that 17 won.
Dude, 17.
I'm not even happy with the fact he's alive.
17, like you said, is the MVP.
He is the MVP, but he needed to be the MVP that died.
No. How you going to be the MVP that died? How you not going to make it?
Because that's...
MVP means you're the most valuable person.
Yeah, that's how you make it. Like
player.
Like saints, you can't be a saint if you're alive. You're
a saint that's different. That's different.
Saints, that is different.
Saints are not MVPs, dude.
They're not MVPs, but it's like...
They're suicide bombers.
No, that's
they are.
They're not suicide.
Yeah, they're on the front lines. They're the first one to go. No. And because they sacrifice themselves.
What are you talking about? Saints don't sacrifice themselves.
Yes, they do.
Those are terrorists.
No, they're saints too.
No.
You know any saints that are alive? I'm just saying. Do you know any saints that are alive? I'm just saying, like,
because it's not a title that you can have when you're alive.
Exactly. That's why he's the most valuable player.
Saint Patrick is not a terrorist.
Huh?
Saint Patrick is not a terrorist.
Let's not go into those people, man. They don't have Dragon Ball Z powers.
Well, anyways, 17, like, just Vegeta surviving his self-destruct attack. It was like, all right, I don't like that, but fine. I'll let it slide.
If anybody can survive a self-destruct attack,
it shouldn't be 17.
It should be 17. You know why? You know
He's human, so it shouldn't be.
Exactly. He hasn't got the full concept of being human. So to him, doing a destruction move means all his body parts are going to just be destroyed. And it could just mean as a human being, you've exhausted your power or your body. But the fact that you have a limited power source, even as a human, right? Mm-hmm. You can exhaust that. It doesn't deplete. It just goes to, like, your battery might go to like 0, but as soon as you put a little charger on it, as soon as you get a little rest, it go 1%. So that's where as a robot turning into a human being, he wins. But then you go to Vegeta, that's a whole different story. Like, that dude should have been dead. Like, that's just how it is. Like,
I was gonna say, like, your theory would make sense if when Vegeta first did this self-destruct move on Buu, that if his body was left over after that move. Yeah. But when he self-destructed, there were no remaining remnants left on that floor. His entire body disintegrated in that blast.
Well, there's a lot about Dragon Ball itself that we don't quite understand, right? So until we see the last episode of Dragon Ball Super, whatever Duper, whatever it comes out to be, like that's basically where we could leave it, right? And then one of the cool things too is that in that episode, I feel like a lot of people were expecting things that they shouldn't have expected. And one of the things I'll tell you is that everybody always says that Dragon Ball is predictable, right? So when you're watching Dragon Ball, whether it's Super, GT, whatever, you're expecting to see Goku just destroy this man.
Yeah.
You got that. You got that in 130. So in 131, when you're getting something where you see two guys who are enemies, and one that's always has something behind him driving him to be a winner, and one that's always trying to, get someone. I just feel like it was the best thing that could have happened because it wasn't predictable. So I think that was amazing. And then you got to see three people fight in unison, and that was supposed to be what the Universe 7 strategy was, right?
No.
Yes, it was.
Goku's Universe 7.
Yes, that was their strategy. Their strategy was to fight as a team because they couldn't beat any other universe's Dolo. That was Gohan's promise. Gohan was supposed to be 17.
That wasn't it wasn't because they didn't feel like they could beat other universes.
They thought their best strategy
was so that they didn't lose people.
Yeah, not only that, but some of those fighters there got picked off.
Yeah, like Krillin and Tien.
Yeah, exactly. So they wanted to do. This is the only time we got that teamwork that worked perfectly. Because even when Gohan did it, it didn't work.
It did. Piccolo and Gohan did a good team.
They messed up a lot.
Nah, they did a good team.
They messed up.
They took care of the Namekians.
Yes, but there were failure moments when Gohan was supposed to do something. He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Piccolo, I got shot. Oh, I'm sorry." Piccolo was like, "Damn, man, you ain't ready yet." Then Piccolo was messed up on his beam, and he was like, "Oh, I got you the next time." Like they was messing up. I'm talking about this right here. They're both.
Well, 17 and 18 are fighting good. They always fight good.
They had a good moment, but this time it's three people, and you see the colors. Even when you see the flash between Goku,
I wouldn't say it was three people. It was. I mean, it's not like. 17 was just standing there.
When he did that blue dragon flame that was going behind him at the same time.
All right, but he wasn't like fighting. He was like shooting from a distance.
That's how you fight. You get two offensive, one defensive, and he had to be further back in time because the plan was Goku and Vegeta and Frieza realized that we got to take this dude out and just let 17 win.
It was great seeing Vegeta's face when he saw Goku fighting with Frieza.
He was like, "But that's my man. That's my best friend. What's wrong with you? You can't be his best friend." Like that was.
It was like watching. It was like watching your friend go out with someone else.
Yep.
You weren't invited.
Even not just someone else. Like it was your friend of me. That's what it was.
The person you despise the most in the world.
Someone you despise the most is like your friend of me. It was like, come on, man, you can't be doing that. I don't like that guy. Don't be walking down the street with that guy. What did you think of the whole Last Wish and the
Last Wish was definitely predictable. We predicted that a long time ago.
Yeah, but what wasn't predictable was the fact that they were going to get destroyed if they wished for anything that was
crazy.
It was like, wait a minute, you mean this was all for nothing?
that makes sense that Frieza didn't win.
Yeah,
because I was gonna say like I wouldn't have minded if Frieza won and then he got his evil wish or whatever.
Yeah,
and then they had to beat Frieza, but knowing that like I think the writer put that in there to let you know like if Frieza won and he made his selfish wish, everyone would have died. Yeah. So that makes sense.
Which brings us to the part that what did you think of the teasers for going forward with the way that they showed Frieza amassing his army?
I didn't care for it because we've seen him amass his army like 10 times.
Yeah, but now he knows that he's not on their league.
Yeah,
he's not on Goku's league.
But we all know that his army isn't crap. Like Krillin could take on a third of his army and be okay.
I don't know if it's just. I don't know.
His army's not going to get any stronger.
To me now, where is he getting those people from, right? Because
it's the same team that's been waiting for him to get back.
Yeah, but
that's why he was like, sorry for the wait, guys. Yeah. I'm back again.
It could be from now. He could go get people from multiple universes.
Their leader has died like 5 times and come back.
Okay, I'll give you that.
They're always just waiting for him.
I just feel like now he could go and get stuff from different universes. And make his army stronger.
Okay, but he needs a form of transportation. Like you can't just go into another universe without an angel guiding you.
Yes, you can. That dude could do it. If anybody could do it, he could do it.
No. He doesn't even have contacts that we know about besides maybe like Frost.
There you go. So you bring a point. So now
Frost hates him because he killed Frost.
Yes. So now he could go to Frost's universe and try to be dominant there.
But someone has to take him there.
I don't think that matters. Frieza's always been in space. He just travels from one place to the next.
Yeah, it's space in one universe. He doesn't leave the universe.
Well, we'll see how he does it. He's gonna find a way, dude. He's gonna find a way.
I mean, if that's the case, then Vegeta would never have to ask Whis to pick him up to take him to Beerus' planet. He'd be able to go there by himself if that was the case. But
Makes sense. Makes sense.
He's always like, Whis, I'm waiting. And then, he picks him up on Earth and takes him.
Well, interesting enough, with gods and angels, I don't know how they're gonna go for what Frieza could do as an enemy. I just hope Frieza's done for now. I don't really want to see another arc with Frieza. I think they've developed him as much as they could, and I think right now either he just be a great character, but I don't want him evil again. I don't think I want to see him go at it with Goku anymore. It's kind of like seeing Vegeta going back bad.
I still want to see him fight Gohan because they teased that in the tournament and it didn't happen.
Exactly. So I don't mind the lesser fighters having some kind of issues with Frieza.
And because they teased Gohan like getting stronger, Piccolo's like, you can go so much farther, Gohan.
Do you think Gohan is going to get Ultra Instinct?
Definitely not.
No.
The writer, his love for Goku is so great. It's like having a favorite child. Like, he will disregard the hell out of everybody else to make sure that his favorite child is taken care of to the max.
I do believe that Gohan is going to get Ultra Instinct. I think by them giving little hints that you could go further, and him seeing everyone surpass him and do what they've done, I think it's going to further prove to him that, look, Saiyans are not just going to God. There are limits that you could just break, and he's nowhere close, and I think he's going to want to get there.
If Vegeta had gotten it in the tournament, then I would maybe consider it a possibility. But considering the fact that Vegeta didn't even come close to getting that,
he came close. He got God. He got Super Saiyan.
He did not come close. He finished. He mastered the blue form.
Yeah.
But that has nothing to do with Ultra Instinct.
Okay.
He got whooped. He took a beating from the Super Justice 300 guy, and that was great. He took a beating from Jiren. That wasn't willingly. Jiren was beating on him.
But look, Jiren is a beast. Like, even at the end, when he finally realized he didn't need to use pain to get stronger, he gained his power again.
Yeah.
Some of it. Not all of it. He gained his power again, which is something Goku, we've seen the Saiyans do, but we've never seen other fighters do in the midst of a fight. So it was impressive to see that happen.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that we see Goku and Jiren go after whoever that enemy that Jiren has. I'm hoping that.
I don't. That's Jiren. That has nothing to do with Goku.
Well, if it doesn't have anything to do with Goku, I hope Jiren gets to go after him. Remember, Jiren can't beat that dude. He needs somebody.
He couldn't beat that dude at one point in time, but he hasn't tried recently.
That's because he's scared.
He's a traumatized little boy. That's why he was having flashbacks.
All right, so now he could.
It's like if Goku was scared of Demon King Piccolo.
Yeah.
Demon King Piccolo was from a long time ago. You could probably blast him with a finger beam and he'd be done with him.
Okay, I'll give you that, but I'm hoping. This is my hope. This is my dream right here. So this is my hope. What did you give the episode?
I give it a 3.5.
I'll give it a 4.
No, I give it a 3.
Wow. I give it a 4 because the only thing I think that didn't work, I think the fight was amazing. The colors of when
But the fight was like 5 minutes.
Yeah, but that's the end, dude. Like, what do you expect? Like, they gave you 130 was
if
like,
you were gonna give me 5 minutes, and you might as well have just finished the fight at 130.
No. I don't think holding off to see Frieza and Goku fight together was impressive. I think that alone, people take that for granted, but that alone, if you see the color system when they clash together, when they're working together, their color kind of, it's like perfect.
I don't even think Goku should have been able to stand, let alone.
But that's who Goku is.
Okay, yeah, I'll give that to him.
You even saw him turn into like.
I'll give that to him. But him hopping in and out of Super Saiyan was
amazing.
Ridiculous. That was ridiculous.
That was a candle. That was a candle flame.
I know they say the candle burns brightest before it goes out.
Yeah.
But Goku's candle burned out a couple times already.
Yeah, but this is going from Ultra Instinct, so he still had a little bit of flame left. Like he was.
No, that's why his body broke down. Like his body literally attacked itself because there was no more. He burned the brightest when he was in Ultra Instinct. He literally had blue flames coming out of him.
But then he had a little rest. He was sleeping for a little bit.
That was less than a minute.
Man, that's why he only had flashes.
No,
that's a power nap.
Him standing up was like watching a baby do calculus.
Have you never taken a power nap before?
I've taken a power nap.
After that power
nap is not seconds. A power nap is minutes at least.
It was minutes.
No. Like
it was minutes.
The episode before was like 2 minutes remaining.
Yeah, but they didn't say any minutes was remaining here.
You're right. At the end, but we've seen that every episode, each fight has been a minute in their time.
No, not.
Sometimes it's been more than 1 minute.
Exactly.
Sometimes it's been more.
Yeah.
It's never been less. It's never been less.
So prove your point.
Let's say
he had a couple of minutes of sleep.
Let's say that 1:30, the fight was 1 minute, right? And then at the end of the episode, they didn't say 1 minute remaining. They said there is some time left, which makes sense because the fight was only like 5 minutes of the episode. The next episode, in 131. So that means that it had to have been less than 1 minute left in the tournament.
All right, I give you that. What do you think of the two gods, the two Zeno-sama's relationship with Goku? They look like they're really into Goku, like they have this special bond with Goku.
Yeah.
And I don't think you'll just see them like stay away from the world, especially with both of them. They look like they always need to be entertained.
Yeah.
They're like the worst.
I wouldn't be surprised if they visited Earth.
Yeah, they're like the worst of the worst. They need to be entertained. And now that they've been given a tournament, it's like a kid given a brand new toy.
Yeah.
And now you don't have it anymore. And Goku's their toy. Like that's their toy. What is going to happen that now that they're back and they might be bored?
They're definitely going to have a good, strong relationship with Goku, especially after they asked Goku, like, what's next?
Yeah.
And then Beerus was like, shut the hell up.
That's what's scary about it, is them saying what's next. Because that's that little kid saying, thanks for the toy. What else do I get for Christmas? What else do I got? What's the next present? So it's like, you don't want to ever piss those dudes off. And knowing the fact that they were willing to destroy every universe just because they were like saying if you put a selfish wish, makes me think that, man, everyone needs to be like fearful of this guy. Maybe now we'll get the whole thing about the angels revolting or something, because it's hard to please one person.
I really do hope they go for Angel Arc.
But to have two of them actually like have that same power, it's not just one. It might have been easy for someone to say, oh, not easy, but let's get rid of this guy. But now two of them with the same ultimate power, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Just a snap of their finger, you're gone. That's just wild. And now some of the universes will probably be more willing to work with Universe 7. So it's interesting to see all the different dynamics they would go. But definitely, I think you and I maybe a point off on the episodes. I give it a 4. You give it a what?
3.
3. I don't know, man. A 3 is like super bad. So not super bad, but it's like almost it's non-existent. And I think the Frieza alone, and even the ending when you saw Vegeta kind of complaining to Goku, like, go Ultra Instinct so I could see what I could do. I thought that relationship showing a little bit of growth was pretty good, and Goku playing with him like, yeah, I don't know how to do it. that was pretty funny. Anybody who's willing to say, will there be Super? Do you think they're gonna go Super or?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, so you're with the whole group of thought that Super is gonna come back and we're gonna go through that arc. I definitely think that's what they said. The movie looks great.
It looks very promising.
The animation, some people didn't like the new animation, but I thought it was great.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I'm willing to.
I would rather have had that new animation that they had in the early episodes. Maybe it was like 120 or something.
Yeah.
It was around the time where Vegeta mastered Blue, where I don't know, it was like a sharper type of anime.
They tried a lot of different techniques in Super. So some episodes were definitely more stylish than the others.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're gonna go for, but it'll be interesting to see. They even said that Toei Animation is now building a whole department just for Dragon Ball. So we might get more than just Dragon Ball Super. We might get different sagas at the same time because they're hiring a lot of people from what I've read.
Doubt they're getting it at the same time.
Dude, they hired a whole building just for Dragon Ball.
Yep, and they'll probably dedicate it to one episode at a time.
Nah, you can't. They're already doing one episode at a time. The people that they got, I don't think that.
I know.
But the amount of right now, look at this. The amount of money that they're making with Dragon Ball, they know now. Like this is our bread and butter. So they need to come out.
They've been known that they have
yeah,
Goku
but
Day.
It's bigger now than it ever was.
They literally had Goku Day.
It's bigger now than it ever was, man. There's like.
I don't think it's bigger now. It's
yes,
just
it is.
That the spark has been reignited.
And it's bigger now than. And the reason why it's bigger is because social media makes everything that much more involved. Before it was silos, people get to go watch Dragon Ball in their basement, or mommy, I'm watching Dragon Ball on a video, a VHS, or maybe on cable or whatever. But now everybody's watching this on YouTube. It's everyone's going crazy. People doing reviews. So I definitely think now it's bigger and better now than it ever was. But this is the end, people. Look forward to us reviewing the movie. Maybe going back to some of the episodes. I wouldn't watch a lot of the not Super, but maybe some of the Z episodes, and kind of maybe do some reviews on those. Definitely hit us up on social media sites as Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, iTunes. We're all there. Hood News Media. Definitely try to get some Podbean subscribers up in there, people. We're looking forward to pushing up to 100. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers. Tell your friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Hood News Media. We out.